Hello, friends. Welcome to week 6. My name again is Ifeoma Anna. And today we are going to be discussing the topic that I titled Teaching versus Learning. We do know that classroom delivery of lectures is different. It's a different ballgame entirely from every preparation. Therefore, we consider the actual delivery of lecture as a very critical element of teaching in the university. Last week, we took time to consider how to prepare for lecture. And we saw quite a lot of elements there that should help us in preparing for a good lecture. But no matter how good all these preparations have been, if you can't deliver well in the classroom, then the preparations would have been of no effect. So also in previous lectures, we have talked about the presence of the faculty as very important in classroom delivery, and the personality as well. We discussed all that in previous weeks. So everything we have learned about preparation, about the personality and teaching disposition of a faculty member are just nothing if we are not able to deliver in classroom. We do know that some people naturally have that crowd fright. When they stand on the stage to deliver any lecture or any talk for that matter, no matter how below them in status, in quotes, the people they are speaking to are, they kind of feel jittery somehow. And then that's one side of it. The other side is that overconfidence. Some people come with so much confidence that when they are delivering lecture, they go overbound and out of bounds. And so classroom delivery is, again, not effective, whether it is because of too much confidence or because of a lack of confidence to deliver. So today we are going to ask two questions. The first one is, what is effective classroom delivery? We want to know what effective classroom delivery really is. And the second question is, what are those elements that make for effective classroom delivery by faculty members? So let's take them one by one. The first, what is effective classroom delivery? I listed 3 elements, 3 parts that make for effective classroom delivery. The first is, was the lecturer able to hold the class attention? When you are in the classroom, after all the good preparations you have done, were you able to hold the class attention? Now, if you are not able to hold the class attention, then there's no way you can effectively deliver. Because you are in the classroom, maybe you are not present in the classroom yourself, or the students are not present because you couldn't hold the classroom together. You couldn't hold the attention of the classroom together. And because of that, they are not present. So it's important that when you enter the classroom as a faculty, you should be able to hold the classroom. There must be something when you come in that you could say that touch the attention of the students that you are going to teach. And you should be able to keep that tempo throughout to the end of your delivery, such that their attention are entirely focused on you, that you won't even know the time has gone, and the people will not know that the time has gone. But of course, you have to be time conscious in delivery, as we saw in the preparation. The second aspect is, has learning taken place? If learning has not taken place as you are delivering your lecture, then you have failed as a lecturer. There's no way you can come into the classroom and you talk. Some people will talk for 2 hours instead of 1 hour allotted to them. And some people will talk for maybe 1 hour instead of 45 minutes allotted to them. And others will talk for just 30 minutes and learning has taken place. But some people might take long and they stress one thing and stress the other thing, and yet learning has not taken place. So you need to be sure that whatever you are delivering, how you are delivering it, that the students are learning, because they came there to learn. And if they cannot learn, then we as faculty members have failed. So we need to be sure that we package the lecture and we package our talks and we package our delivery in such a way that learning takes place. The third aspect is, could students replicate what you have, what they have learned? So these two actually tie together. Has learning taken place, and could they replicate it? And how do you assure that? You assure yourself that learning has taken place and the students can replicate it. The questions they ask, the questions you ask them, and then you can even call them and say, tell me how you can explain this, the concept you have learned today. How do you explain it to the layman, the street, in your own street language? How can you explain? And when they are able to explain it in that street language to somebody who is not as learned as they are, or who is not even in the area of study that they are in, then you should be able to know that, yes, learning really took place and that the students can replicate it. That's the whole essence of learning. It's not the type of thing that you do and it's only, maybe they go, these days, all the information in the internet, maybe you even give them a term paper to write and they go and copy and paste because they don't know how to explain it. But if a student has learned very well, he should be able to, in his or her own language, explain what he has learned. So that is one aspect, what's the effective classroom delivery means. The second aspect, the second question we are asking ourselves today as faculty members is, what are those elements that make for effective classroom delivery? This is very important because if you don't grasp the elements that make for effective classroom delivery very well, there's no way you can deliver your class well. So you want to be able to have a very good delivery of everything you have prepared. So the first element of that effective classroom delivery is knowledge content. And knowledge content, I would say, they come in two parts. First, you as a faculty, how much do you know of the subject you are delivering, of the topic you are delivering? How much do you know? We talked last week that first, you even need to know the global thing by attending the faculty meeting so that you know the other aspects. I took time to explain it, how you can know the other aspects of the whole program that the students are running, how they tie in. So what is the knowledge content you have yourself that you are bringing to the classroom? You have gone to the university to learn, you have, maybe you have your master's degree and your PhD, all those things that you have learned, are you bringing it to bear in the classroom delivery? You know, that's why it's going to be an anomaly for somebody who has a PhD in nursing to come and be taking teaching electrical engineering. Even if that paper is prepared for you and you come to the classroom to deliver it because you can actually deliver any paper. When questions come, critical questions, then you are thrown off balance because that is beyond what has been prepared and given to you. And that is why it is important to always put the round peg in the round hole and the square peg in the square hole. That is why we have different disciplines and we have to be experts in what we are delivering. So what's your content? The other aspect is, what content are you giving to the students? Some people will come to the classroom, they have prepared very well, or a module has been given to them to teach, but they come there and they are digressed. They are teaching something else. So the students are not going with the crux of what they have come to learn. And so content is dead. So very important that when you come to deliver, you have to bring your own content to bear on the students so that they will be able to go home knowing that they have truly learned what they came there to learn. And you can beat your heart and say, yes, I imparted knowledge. If you can't impart the knowledge, there is no impact on the students that you're teaching. The second element of effective classroom delivery is teaching style. How do you come to the students to enable them understand what you are teaching. Some people might come and after a brief talk, they break them into groups. Whether it is online class or whether it is a physical class, you can break into different groups. And then after the group, they come together again and each group presents and all that. And then we discuss, and you as a faculty will finalize to bring out the key things that you want to teach. And then also some people come with role modeling and they're able to show by role modeling what they want to teach. Some are just theoretically based, some are practically based, so they will even bring examples of what they want to teach and how the outcome should look to show the students. So yeah, as we are here, we are about 15 of us here now, and we can have 15 different styles of delivery. But the most important thing, whatever style that you have mastered or that you have, or that maybe is something that you have internalized, the most important thing is that learning should take place no matter the style you use. The third element is faculty personality. Students look out for the personality of the faculty, your mannerism, your mode of dressing, the way you talk, the way you display, the characteristics you actually display in class. So everything about you, the student, they are not just learning the subject, the topic you are teaching, they are learning you as well. And what they learn from you could change their career pattern. What they learn of you could change their career pattern. Remember, in those days, people don't want to be teachers because teachers are known as very stingy people. They will measure the rice they put in your plate. They will, in fact, everything is weighed. And because of that, some people look at them and say, you know what, no matter what, I love teachers, but I don't want to be a teacher. So your personality can influence somebody. If you are teaching a course that leads people to medicine and you come in the way you dress and they like the way you dress, maybe you are even in your shrub, but they like the way you dress. They like the way you talk. They like the aura that comes from you. If you come in and you're stinky, people will think, oh, is that how doctors are? I don't want to be a doctor if that is the case. Maybe I touched dead body before coming here. So you have to show that you have a good personality. Even as you show that good personality, presentable personality, you are also promoting the university. Can you imagine you come to a university that everybody is just dressed like a ragamuffin? Nobody wants to be in that university. So we want to be able to attract people into the university because there is also competition even in the education industry. Finally, adherence to university rules. Some universities will give you already prepared modules to deliver. Some will make you to prepare your modules. But whatever it is, if you are preparing the module, if they make you to prepare the module, there is an umbrella curriculum. And you cannot deviate from that umbrella curriculum. You have to prepare things in line with the curriculum of the university and the set standard, because if you have to prepare your module, they set a standard for you. They even sometimes give you the literature that you should use so that there is some kind of uniformity, not that this lecturer is teaching something else, the other one is teaching another thing. And if the module has been prepared for you, of course, you have to teach in line with the module that has been prepared. You cannot get a module that you should deliver to the student and you go talking something else that as it pleases you. So you need to be able to abide by the rules in the classroom, by the rules of the university, by the standards of the university. So people, I just think that a lot of responsibility is on us as faculty members to ensure that, very important, critically important, students learn when they come to the classroom because teachers teach. If teachers do not teach effectively, students cannot learn. It's also important that you bring your personality to be in line with the acceptable norms. It is important that your students learn in such a way that they can also explain it to others. Your teaching style should be such that will enable the students to learn. So the content is very, very critical. The content of who you are, the mastery of the subject, and the content you are delivering to the students. Because if you don't have a good content, even if the students learn something different from the plan of the university, then you wouldn't have done justice in the classroom delivery. So I wish you the best as you go into classroom every day. Have all these things in mind, that the critical thing about your teaching is how much your students have learned, how much impact are you placing on your lecture for students to impact the lives of the students, both in the university and beyond the university. Thank you very much for listening again, and I will see you next week. Have a blessed week, and ensure that you go out tomorrow to exercise your civic responsibility. Vote. Thank you and goodbye.